What's up, Alvy? Hello. How you doing tonight? Yeah, I'm a good place to go for games like that. Yeah. Random indie games that look fun, look cool. That's what I'm all about. I like my indie small games. How have I been? Do you really want to know how I've been? Because it's not positive. I get a little weary of that question. Like when you're not feeling well, people don't always want to hear it. But, TLDR is no. I haven't been doing well. Channel's been doing really bad. Check this month was $37, so don't really have a lot of morale with the channel right now. How am I liking the game? Definitely got some really frustrating stuff about it, but it's better than all the other beat-em-ups that came out recently. 2024 was a shit year for beat-em-ups. So many bad beat-em-ups last year. I think 2024 was one of the worst years for beat-em-ups. One of the worst years for beat-em-ups since, the comeback. Raven's Watch I did not like, no. Raven's Watch I did not like. Very slow and unfun. Yeah, but in terms of how I've been very demotivated with the channel. I worked my ass off on the Dynasty Warriors videos, and they just didn't do very well. And YouTube sends me a passive-aggressive weekly report saying, "Great job, you made $5 this week." Like, fuck off, seriously. Pay me more. So I don't have to beg my viewers for help all the time. And I can actually be ahead of bills. But that's not gonna happen. I don't do clickbait. I don't make videos about whatever celebrity, I don't know, took a dump at a gas station or something. Whatever the new drama of the week is, I don't do that, so the algorithm does not reward me. Yeah, I had a mental breakdown over my channel a couple days back. I'm still not feeling too great. But I'm still here. I'm not gonna give up as much as I want to sometimes. Thanks for coming out and watching the stream, it helps. Oh, yeah, I didn't want to do that. I wasted it. Raven's Watch? No. I didn't like that game, personally. I know a lot of people did, I just, wasn't my kind of roguelike. I gave it an honest chance, and like, this is just not for me. The game just didn't feel fun. Felt like stress simulator. Didn't really feel enjoyable to play. Sometimes that happens. Come on, I hate this, man. These guys have so much fucking armor. It's just not fun. Why do they have so much armor? Chipping away this massive armor bar. All the bosses in this game are cowards. Run away constantly. Stop doing that. Why didn't he die? He had no health. What the hell? Jake. That was a good run, though. I got an S rank. Not bad. That was a 1cc up until the end. He had like no health and he was still alive somehow. GG's. Yeah, this game is solid. I'd say the main problem with it is the boss fights. Boss fights are just designed to annoy you. There's three problems with the boss fights in this game. The first is the armor. Sometimes it just takes forever to break and it's a slog, and then they're programmed at certain thresholds to run away and summon ads. Well, that's just something you always hate in video games, right? You just want a fair boss fight. They summon ads. The one good thing about the summoning ad spam in this game is that they do drop health, so it doesn't feel completely pointless like a lot of other games, but the boss fights are still a slog. The third reason why the boss fights kind of suck is the fact that they have a high weight class. If you ever played like Smash or old school Guilty Gear, where they had like weight classes where like combos won't work. You know, like you played like fought like Potemkin or Donkey Kong or something. You know, the combos wouldn't work. That's basically how it works here. There's like a heavy weight class. Every boss is heavy weight class, from what I've seen. And the problem with that isn't so much that you can't combo them to death. They already have thresholds for that, so it's really weird that they have this weight class where you can barely lift them up the ground. And like, with the fact that they're, you know, there's pre-programmed phases that they're designed to go into where they summon ads, I don't understand why they have that too. It's just anti-fun. Like, the boss fights the way they are now, just with them being a normal weight class, you could actually juggle them, would be a lot better. Mostly just that, and the fact that the armor takes too long to break sometimes. The only thing that really consistently breaks armor, regardless of your build, is counters. But then the counters don't always work either. Like the guy I was just playing, Gilroy, his light attack counter is like a grab. It's like an Iori grab, but it doesn't work on bosses. It just needs a little bit of balancing on the bosses to make them more fun. I really think it's dumb that all of those final bosses that you fight, that's the second boss because this is my second playthrough, they all summon the martial artist bear, the polar bear, and that those polar bears have like 50 health bars of armor. And like even though you You saw right there, I had a pretty good handle on them, but it still took like multiple minutes to kill them. I definitely feel like that stuff would work a lot better for co-op. You know, if you're in like a 4-person party, in person or like Parsec or something, I could see why they have that stuff in place. But when you're playing solo, they definitely need to lighten up on it. You know, and I can withstand the punishment and the frustration because I'm a big beat 'em up junkie. Obviously, I've been playing beat 'em ups for like over 30 years. But I posted this on the Steam forums for this. I'm like, most people are not going to have that much patience, especially at the beginning when you barely have anything unlocked. I desperately need to improve that. The average person's gonna get to one of those bosses, Alt F4, leave a negative review, and refund. And that's killer for a small game like this. You know, big games can take the damage from that, but a small game like this can. So it's not so much nerf, it's more like just adjust. I think the bosses are mostly fine the way they are. But they're just unfun. Opinion, is Dynasty Warriors Origins worth it? I think the first playthrough, yes. Past that, I'd argue no. Mostly because the endgame is very boring. They got one thing right. They brought back old school objectives to get, like, from the old games to, you know, get unlockables and stuff, but most of it is uninteresting, and also the RPG elements in the game are very weak. It's great for a story. First playthrough, there's a decent amount of stuff being unlocked. After the first playthrough, there's barely anything. There's a couple R1s. There's the weapons and stuff, but I don't know. The post-game content is pretty lacking. And it's mostly because of the way they set up the game where they don't want you to get too strong, but like, that's the point of Muso games, right? You're supposed to be overpowered and grind to beat challenges, and the grind in the game is very boring. The skill tree has too much useless stat boosts on it. The weapons don't have anything interesting on them. The accessories are almost entirely, from what I've seen so far, just stat increases. That might not bother some people, but coming from Dynasty Warriors 9 had way better RPG stuff with like 110 characters. In this game, when we only play as one guy and you can't customize him, it's just worse in every way. That's probably something that they will improve over time, but it's difficult to recommend it. It really depends on what you want. The story writing and the presentation is the best it's ever been, so if you want to see that, it's definitely worth 3 playthroughs, but at the same time, it's like, you've seen most of what the game has to offer after you roll the credits once. I don't know, is it worth another couple dozen hours to go through the rest? I mean, that's up for, you know, for debate. For some people it is. For me, personally, I kind of want to wait until they add more stuff to it. The RPG stuff is just really boring. This game I'm playing right now, made by one guy, has more interesting RPG stuff than $70 Dynasty Warriors Origins. That's sad. You think he wouldn't get shown up by an indie game. Yeah, the RPG stuff in the game is very uninteresting. It's basically just grinding for stats, and there's better games to play that just grind for stats that don't require as much effort, in my opinion. 9 was a lot worse at launch, trust me. That game was terrible at launch. It got a lot better. But, like, no one liked that game, and they did, like, 3 years of updates for it, so they're obviously going to do that for this, too. So I didn't really want to put out a video ragging on the game. I definitely enjoyed it. There's definitely moments where even after, like, 50 hours of playing it, it just makes you smile because of how nice it looks to beat down the officers and stuff, but gameplay loop-wise, it loses its luster after you roll the credits once. I mean, that's not inherently a bad thing. Most people these days, if they even beat games they buy at all, they only do it once. and I think that's why it got such good reviews. But the end game content, it has the right idea, but the execution is poor. I'm not interested in grinding for like one more guard or just basic attack power. I need like interesting accessories and stuff that you can find in roguelikes, like what I'm playing right now. See some of the stuff they have in here? Like these make you immune to stuff. This gives you another evade. Charged weapon attacks are invulnerable. like that's really cool. And if Origins had stuff like this, it would hold up for 3 playthroughs. Right now, it kind of doesn't. Still a lot of stuff to unlock. I think I could do the overview for this game now, so that'll be probably the next major project. There's lots of stuff left to unlock. Like, this is really cool right here. Killing blows in midair, refresh air evade cooldown. Like, this stuff is really cool. Like, why does Origins not have stuff like this? It's a shame. But it's an easy thing to fix. Hopefully it'll get to the point where they will. I think $70 for the game is a little bit steep if you're only going to play it once. If you're going to play it at least, like, 2 times or see all the content, I think it's worth it. Because there's $70 games out there right now that you can finish in like 6 hours. It's like 6 hours. I think the first playthrough for me, when I got the review key and I was under embargo, took about 30 hours. The second and third playthrough will go a lot faster, depending on whether you just play on the hard difficulty or you play on the hardest one. It's going to greatly vary. If you try to unlock everything, it probably takes like 80 to 100 hours. But personally, I got bored of it after like the 1.5 playthroughs. That's because the stuff to grind for wasn't interesting. I'm not a fan of when games just give you like 5% attack and they want you to go grind for that, or like +5 attack or something. I find that to be extremely boring. It should be something that ramps up like the way that you play the game, or allows you to make builds or something. And it's really weird that Origins is weak in that regard as it is, because they made Neo 2, they made Stranger of Paradise. Like, those games have better builds than like big stuff like Diablo and Path of Exile. The builds in those games are really fun, and you could definitely, when those games are in their prime, you could be in a party with like 3 other people and they all had completely different builds. So I don't know what the hell happened with Origins. But yeah, there's your mini review. I didn't really want to make a video dunking on it, because I know that probably most of that stuff will be fixed in time. But yeah, it does lose its luster pretty quick. Also, a lot of the slow weapons. That's the other thing about the game, is the Ultimate Warrior difficulty. A lot of the slow weapons really suck for it. Like the lance. The lance is garbage. Because you're supposed to stand there and withstand damage to do a big attack, but it's too slow, and you take way more damage on that difficulty. It doesn't really feel like they balance the game around the hardest difficulty. But maybe they plan to increase player power in the near future, where you can, get stronger or get like slash element or something. I don't know. Good game, great game. I definitely think it's good for the future of Musou, because the game has done so well and it's been so highly reviewed that they definitely will make more Muso games. But personally, RPG element wise, I was very disappointed with it. It felt like a really big step back. But who knows what's gonna happen? They're probably gonna announce an update soon and fix all that shit, and then it'll be like peak replay value. Yeah, a lot of other people have been saying that as well. A lot of the other Muso creators around my size have been saying that the end game is weak, and that's going to vary in importance to different people. Some people don't care about that. Just like Tales games. New Game Plus in Tales games is like the meat of the game for like the battle system and stuff. You basically have to play the game like 2, 3 times to really enjoy the battle system, but like most people don't do that, right? It's already a big time investment to go through an RPG. Not everybody has the time or the willpower to go through the same one again. Um, so Origins is not really unique in that regard, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed. I just wanted to. I wasn't expecting to beat the game so easily. I was gonna do like another run, but I'll probably hold off until maybe they patch it or fix some of the bugs and stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and go. Good night, everybody. Uh, Probably do another one of these in the afternoon. Might hang out with Fuma Spark, who's one of my friends that comes in here. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. If you want to see more of the game, go ahead and check out the 2 videos I just put up for the game I was just playing. And I think maybe like one more playthrough I should be able to do the overview. So if you're interested in how the game plays and stuff, I think I want to do like maybe one more clean playthrough, and then we'll go from there. Good night, everybody.